Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to learn about CTE, which stands for Common Table Expression, and we will look into the usage of CTE. We will see how recursion is used in CTE and how the recursive CTE is used in the hierarchical data or tree view data to simplify the information. So let's go ahead and dive into our today's video. A common table expression or CTE is a named result which can be used in a single select, insert, delete, or update command. In its simplest form, a CTE consists of an anchor member, which is the select command that creates columns and assigns them initial values. And then it has the select command that creates the results. CTE is mostly used for recursion, which means that a task is being performed again and again repetitively. So when repetitive steps are included in the CTE, it is called recursive member. And in this recursive member, we can use the CTE again inside the query. So it calls itself and keeps on calling till the execution is stopped. So there is normally a limit on the recursion, and if there is no termination condition, the query will result in an error. Therefore, we include a termination condition in the CTE recursion. And this termination condition normally forces the query to complete before the limit of 100 is crossed. However, sometimes we may want to cross this limit of 100 recursions intentionally. Then we can provide the option of maximum recursions, and we can set our own limit, and then we can cross the limit of 100 recursions, and there won't be an error. Now let's create a new query and create a simple CTE. So with my CTE as, now here we are going to create a anchor member. So let's add a select command, select one as value, and that's it. Our CTE has a single column. So now we are going to display the result using a select command. So we are going to enter select all from, we will use the name of our CTE, which is my CTE. So my CTE. Now let's execute this query, and this is the result of our CTE. So for now, our CTE has only the anchor member, and we can use the union all, and again we can use the select command, select value plus 1. So each time this select command will be used, value will be added with one number. So as value from, and now we are going to use the name of our CTE. So it is basically calling itself. So now it is a recursion, and every time the recursive part of the CTE is called, the value will be increased by 1. So let's execute this query. And as you can see, there is an error because we did not end our CTE at 100 or before 100, which is the maximum limit. So we can add here where clause, and we can say that where value is less than 100. So now when the value will reach 100, the query will stop automatically before this error happens. So let's execute again. And as you can see, our query ended at 100. So we did not face the error this time because of the termination clause. Currently, this SQL query counts up to 100, and if we try to go beyond this limit, we will face an error. However, we can avoid this error and also go beyond this limit by using option, and we can set the maximum recursion to say 200. You can set your own value. So now if we run this code, there won't be any error because the limit has increased from 100 to 200. So right now we are simply counting uh, up to 200, and this is a simple CTE. However, we can add more columns and calculations as well. For example, let's create a query to produce various tables. So let's call this my table, and let's keep the value fixed, and let's add another column named multi for multiplication and another for results. So value will be multiplied to this value, and the result will be stored in this column. So we will keep changing the value of multi, and we will multiply the value with multi plus 1 as result. So the value of multi will be increasing, and the result will be the multiplication of these values. So in this way, we can generate any table. So let's generate the table of 2. We also need to change this into multi because value is now fixed. So let's execute. And as you can see, now we have a table of 2. Similarly, we can create a table of 12 or a table of 24. So now our recursive CTE has some purpose. There is a meaningful result which is being produced by this query. And this is how we use recursive CTE to perform repetitive steps. Now let's go ahead and create a table in our SQL Server database, and then we will demonstrate the use of recursive CTE in a real life scenario. So let's create a new query, and this is our table definition. We will create an employees table with an employee ID and a manager ID with employee name, position, and the manager ID as foreign key. So let's execute this query, and it will create following table. This is the table. So after creating this table, we can go ahead and enter some data, and this is the data of employees, and the first column represents employee ID, the second column has manager ID, then the name of employee, their position. So let's execute this query, and after executing this query we can use the select command to display the data. So this is our table which has been created, and we have all the employee IDs and employee names. So the CEO does not have a manager, so there is no manager ID against the CEO. So why did we create this specific table in this particular format? The reason is that we often use this hierarchical structure or this tree-like structure in our information, and this is very complicated and difficult to understand and difficult to work with. And here comes the recursive common table expression, and we can use that recursive CTE to simplify this information, and we can trace the entire hierarchy of a single employee. So let's start our query with organization as, and select So we want employee ID, manager ID, employee name, and one as level from employees. And here for now, let's enter select all from organization. So this is the information that we have created so far. And now that we have created the anchor member, let's go ahead and create a recursive member. So we will use union all, and then we will use another select command, and we will select employee ID, and then manager ID, and then employee name, and we will use organization dot level plus one from employees m. So basically, since we are using the same table, so we have used the alias m to distinguish between this table and this table. So this is our recursive table, and this is our recursive member. And now we need to add a join, and we will join the organization table with the employee table using the employee ID, which will be matched with the organization's manager ID. And now our query is almost complete. So let's execute this query. And now we have a lot of information which we do not want. So let's only select the employee name and level. So let's execute again. And still we have to limit our data set to a single employee. So which employee do you want to search in this table and get their entire hierarchy? So let's use the select command, select all from employees, and let's see, let's use the employee ID 5, which is Bob's employee ID, and let's see who is Bob's boss and who is his boss and who is his boss. So we will use where employee ID is equal to 5. So let's execute this query. And now we see that Bob is at level 1 because we have limited our search to Bob, and Bob's boss is the person having ID 4. So who has the ID 4? David. So we can see David has a level 2. And who is the boss of David? Uh, whose ID is 2. So who has ID 2? Alice. So we can see Alice. And who is the boss of Alice? Alice's boss has ID 1. So CEO has ID 1. So this way, we now know that David is the boss of Bob, Alice is the boss of David, and CEO is the boss of Alice. And in the same way, we can identify the hierarchy of any employee. So let's identify the hierarchy of Frank. So we will put 7 here, and let's execute this query. And Frank's boss is David. We can confirm that here. Frank's boss has manager ID 4, and who has the ID 4? David. And Alice is the boss of David. So we can see here that Alice is the actually boss of David. So this is how we use the recursive CTE to simplify the hierarchical data or the tree view data. And despite all the complexity of hierarchical information, we can simplify the hierarchy of a single employee all the way up to the CEO. And with this, we end our today's tutorial. Have a nice day and have fun learning SQL.